I'm sure you've heard the news. Temperature isn't just a feeling, it's a relationship. Let's break down the Zeroth Law of Thermodynamics in 60 seconds flat. Imagine three friends, A, B, and C. If A and B are at the same temperature, and B and C are also at the same temperature, guess what? A and C are at the same temperature too. That's the Zeroth Law in action. Simple, right? This law is like the referee in a cricket match, making sure everyone agrees on the score. It lets us use thermometers because if your drink and the thermometer match up with the environment, boom, they all share the same temperature. Without the Zeroth Law, measuring temperature would be total chaos. So next time you check the weather, thank the ultimate science matchmaker. That's the Zeroth Law, simple, powerful, and everywhere around you. If you think you can magically create energy from nowhere, think again. The universe keeps receipts. Here's how the first law keeps things fair. Imagine you have a piggy bank. You can put money in, take money out, or break it open and count what's inside. The first law of thermodynamics is all about energy acting like your money. It says energy can't be created or destroyed, only changed from one form to another. So when you eat food, your body turns that energy into movement, heat, or even thoughts. But the total energy stays the same. Burn fuel in a car? Chemical energy turns into motion and heat, but nothing disappears. The universe is always balancing the books. So next time you see energy in action, remember, it's all just the universe moving things around but never losing track. That's the first law of thermodynamics wrapped up. Why does your phone heat up but never get colder by itself? That's the second law of thermodynamics in action. Picture this. You're pouring hot coffee into a mug. Over time it cools down, right? But have you seen cold coffee heat itself up? Nope. That's the second law of thermodynamics. Energy naturally flows from hot to cold, not the other way around. Think of it like a messy room. It's super easy for things to get disorganized, but it takes effort to clean up. In science speak, this is called entropy, a measure of disorder. The second law says that overall, entropy in the universe always increases. So, whether it's melting ice cream, cooling coffee, or your phone heating up while you stream videos, the universe is always moving toward more disorder. That's why perpetual motion machines are impossible, because you can't beat entropy. So next time you see something get messier, just remember, it's not laziness, it's physics. Stay curious. If you love science but hate confusing laws, stick around, because the third law of thermodynamics is way simpler than it sounds. Ready for a quick brain freeze? Okay, picture this. Everybody dancing at a party. As it gets colder, people slow down. Now, imagine it's so cold, like -273 degrees Celsius, that nobody moves at all. That's absolute zero. The third law says at absolute zero, a perfect crystal has zero disorder, or entropy. No movement, no mess, just perfect order. But here's the twist. Reaching absolute zero is impossible, just like making everyone at your school totally silent. Scientists use this law to predict what happens to materials at super low temps, like in quantum physics and cryogenics. So next time your ice cream melts, remember, the universe is all about energy, order, and a little bit of chaos.